Look around. The rules meant to set you free, their chains disguised as keys, the systems promising wealth and security, they often leave the strongest founders, the sharpest investors, and the boldest leaders stranded, burned out, frustrated, wondering if what they've built will ever truly last. There's a hunger, right? A restless fire that doesn't flicker out with the comforts you're told to chase. No one talks about this honestly because it's messy. Patience runs thin, trust is scarce, and every new solution feels like just another hoop to jump through. You've seen firsthand how traditional wealth strategies bleed time and energy, how they reward short-term wins at the cost of long-term freedom. The endless juggling act between managing assets, protecting legacy, and staying ahead in markets that shift faster than you can blink. The advisors with their cookie-cutter plans don't see you, not really. They're stuck in legacy thinking, feeding the comfort of the daily grind instead of challenging it. So many of you are stuck in invisible prisons, luxurious, but prisons nonetheless. The real pain isn't just the numbers or even the risk of losing capital. It's the quiet fear that despite all the success, none of it is truly yours. You're a passenger on a train you never fully chose. If that hits home, listen tight, because the way most move forward here is broken. You don't want more managers, more reports, more systems that just throw another layer on top of the chaos. What you need is radical, raw, real. The kind of wealth strategy that isn't about plugging into the old machine, but about tearing it down and building a new one from the ground up. One that respects your individuality, your mission, and that wild drive burning inside you. This new standard isn't a tool or a trick, it's a mindset shift. Your wealth isn't just numbers on paper, it's power. Power to free your future, power to create without compromise, power to support those rare ideas that don't fit any mold. And here's where it gets good. It's not about piling more complexity on what you control. It's about stripping everything back to what matters. Sovereignty, clarity, connectedness. First, sovereignty as your weapon. This means taking absolute ownership of your vision and how your wealth serves it. No compromises for the sake of appearances. No playing by rules written for someone else's game. This calls for ruthless questioning. What if your investments weren't locked to legacy norms but flexed with the future you want? Could your wealth fuel ventures that don't just grow portfolios, but reshape industries? What if your money aligned with your deepest values, creating impact that outlives balance sheets? Think of this as reclaiming control, not through micromanagement or isolation, but by architecting systems you understand fully and can evolve as you evolve. This is not about giving up complexities. It's about mastering them, folding risk and innovation into a living, breathing strategy that moves with you, not against you. Second, we need to talk about connection, the kind that's rare and powerful. Traditional advice feeds on isolation, making the exceptional feel like a glitch. But the truth? No one, no matter how brilliant, succeeds thrashing alone against the tide. The new standard binds together fiercely independent leaders, investors, founders, people who don't fit the mold but want to create a new one. Here, connection isn't networking noise. It's strategic synergy. It's finding those few minds that push you harder, amplify your genius, and challenge your limits without diluting your essence. Imagine a space where collaboration is selective, deliberate, and transformative. No politics, no distractions. This is a network built for the rare, not the many. Finding the right links unlocks exponential power. When misaligned brilliance aligns, whole new realities become possible, and you no longer climb alone, but propel forward together. Third, patience, the forgotten edge. In a world addicted to instant gratification and quick flips, true wealth strategies demand the long game. This isn't about speed, but depth. It's about knowing when to move fast and when to hold steady. It's resisting the urge to chase the next shiny opportunity in favor of building durable foundations. Wealth that outlasts generations requires a rhythm only few embrace. You're not here to follow the herd. You're here because somewhere deep inside, you won't settle. You want to break free from the script that says wealth equals comfort and quiet control. You want impact that shakes the ground. You want legacy, yes, but one that's alive, evolving, and fiercely yours. True freedom, the kind that wealth can unlock, isn't comfy. It's not guaranteed or safe. It's uncomfortable because it asks you to burn what no longer serves, to unlearn old narratives, and to build new ones from scratch. To walk roads where few dare, to not just hold value, but to become value. This new standard feels like a rebellion, doesn't it? It is one. Against scarcity mindsets, against diluted success, against systems built to contain, not expand. It challenges the idea that wealth must come with strings attached, that your power must be handed out in measured doses by gatekeepers who score you on old metrics. This is for founders and investors who are done waiting for permission, who refuse to live half-lives in borrowed empires, who know the limits of the normal and want to shatter them. Here's what that rebellion looks like in action. It's designing wealth that flexes as markets bend, that grow ecosystems, not just products. It's trust placed carefully, not blindly, in partnerships built on shared fire, not convenience. It's choosing fewer battles, but the right ones, aligning capital with purpose that oozes authenticity and stands immune to fleeting trends. It's a movement from managing risk alone to mastering resilience through genuine community and relentless innovation. But don't mistake this freedom for chaos. It's discipline, hard-won and brutally honest. You question everything. You reject comfortable answers. You align with the few who aren't scared to burn bright, who challenge your assumptions and hold you accountable. This isn't popularity contest strategy. It's a code for those who understand that being great often means being misunderstood and standing alone until the few join. It's a journey that demands clarity above all, knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you absolutely refuse to trade. That clarity becomes a compass, a weapon, and a shield, because when the system comes knocking with easy paths and false promises, you have the strength to say no. No to the distractions, no to the quick fixes, no to the lifeless norm. And when that clarity meets connection, the possibilities explode. This network, this autonomous force, becomes the structure that world systems forgot to build. Together, the few become a storm, not to destroy, but to construct something new beyond borders, labels, and outdated rules. Here, difference isn't a problem but the source of endless strength. The gaps between you and others become bridges instead of walls. This power isn't theoretical. It's happening now. Visionaries uniting away from public noise. Investors finding founders who don't just want capital but alignment. Founders building futures that honor individuality while tapping unseen collective energy. It's messy, it's hard, but it's real and it's working. So ask yourself, what if the life you've been told to aim for isn't the prize at all? What if real wealth lives in this rebellion, this complete rethinking of how power, legacy, and human connection intertwine? What if the discomfort you feel right now is the sign you're on the edge of something greater? Something that can finally make all the strain and sacrifice worth it? This is where those who refuse the status quo gather. Not together for comfort, but as a force to shape destiny. To those who hear this and feel that pull, know this is your call. To stop waiting for the world to catch up. To start building what no one else dares. The old standards promised freedom, but delivered prisons. The new standard? It's freedom earned through owning yourself fiercely, connecting with the few who match your intensity, and playing the long, transformative game. This is your moment to burn away the illusions and ignite your true power. No safety nets, no borrowed rules, just you, the few, and a future of your own making. This film isn't just a message, it's a challenge and an invitation to rebel against mediocrity, to build wealth that's sovereign, strategic, and soulful, to find the power in being rare and misunderstood, and to use it to shape what's next. Lean in, because what's coming will consume you, but in the best way possible, because it's yours to claim.